Okay, everybody, you're going to find this video in your announcements for the first week. Hopefully everyone will get a message saying that it's there. I'm going to do a quick overview so you know where to find everything within the course. So you're about the course when you click into here. It's taking a second. It has your course description and your course schedule. So the course overview, the important things to look at in here. If it opens, my computer's a little slow this morning. Yeah, it's not going to let me pull it over here. So the important stuff for me to tell you out of the course overview that you want to make a note of is the grading. It's 50% homework and 50% weekly open book quizzes. The lowest of the two grades is dropped, so you can take it 2 times. The other really important thing is the last week of the class, or last couple weeks of the class, you're going to have to submit, I think it's week 15, you will need to submit an ATI Fundamentals Online Practice. It's actually going to be Practice B. I did change that in the schedule, and I will let you know, only because you've taken A. And the Med-Surg Practice A. Both of those have to be completed with a minimum score of 90%. You don't have to wait until that week. If you're worried about studying and stuff, you can start those early, which I would very much recommend. Then you have your course schedule, so how the course works, and there we go. What I did here is on this, it'll tell you whether you have a sim or no sim. If it's highlighted bold, it's you have a sim. Obviously, we have the AMC sims, which the schedule is right in the course. If you have a quiz, the quiz is noted right here, as well as what it is. And then below that, right here, ASABES, chart ASABES, case review. These are all the in-class activities that the faculty will tell you when they're in the class with you. The other change is that there is homework now. There's ATI, Med-Surg, fluid electrolyte, and acid base homework here. And then you have Prep U's. Prep U's have to be a mastery level of 3. We have decreased the mastery level, so it's not as high. It shouldn't take very long, but these will help you prepare not only for your exams, but also for your activities in BEEPS. The homework is to be submitted by the Saturday morning after that week. So you really want to get it done and plan to get it done within Thursday, Friday, Saturday. You can do it before class if you're worried about scheduling, but they will not be accepted late, and they are scheduled to close. They will not be reopened. So make sure that you're getting it done and getting it done on time or ahead of time. You can always go back in and practice and use them to study for your tests, and I can show you how to do that. But for the purpose of BEEPS and making sure that you're prepared and getting this done at the same time as you're reading in your classes, they do have to be done as scheduled by that week. So if it's in week 4, it needs to be done by that Saturday morning at 8 o'clock. Again, they're scheduled to be shut off. Some of the stuff, we're trying to do a lot of different things, different activities. You have some pamphlets and presentations. You're going to do patient education. You're going to do education for new nurses. When you get towards the end, you're going to have an ATI proctored exam this week. It's your nutrition proctored exam, week 12, during class. And then the week 14 and week 15 are pretty fun. Week 14, you're going to do an NCLEX question competition where you guys are going to find the NCLEX questions. You're going to quiz each other, and the winning group will get a prize. And then the final week, we're going to do a content review escape room. So it's going to be an escape room, and each component of clues is going to be based on some of the stuff that you've learned throughout the semester. In order to get to the next clue, you're going to have to answer a riddle or some kind of, question. And until you get that question right as a group, and you can use resources except for your phones, you won't be able to proceed to the next question. And the first group that wins will also receive a prize. So it should be pretty fun. We're trying to make it as fun as possible in BEEPS, but also make sure that we're getting all of the objectives conquered as well. Again, so once you go into weekly modules, you'll see here, this will be gone. I'm going to move that really quick now so you'll see what it looks like. So when you go into the weekly module, it'll start with week 1 now, and it goes all the way to week 16. So each week you're going to click in here, and it's going to give you an overview of what you're doing, what your objectives are, any helpful information that you might need. I put your codes in here for PrepU and SimChart. They're also in your schedule. So it's in 2 places, so you shouldn't have trouble finding it, and I probably will also post an announcement. You'll have your contract that needs to be submitted the first week, and then every week you're going to have your homework submission. So when you've completed that homework, you can either screenshot it or, copy and paste, whatever you have to do. You're going to click on Write Submission, and you're going to put it right in this box. So you can either Control V to paste it. If you save it as a picture, you should be able to attach it. Maybe not in here. Yeah, no, it's not letting me do it in here. So you can actually just do browse my computer and attach a file if you need to do that. It should let you copy and paste a picture. So we'll work on that and we'll talk about it the first week too. But again, make sure that you're submitting your weekly homework assignments. They're not going to be taken late. That has to be submitted so that faculty can track it, and it'll be right in your grade center. So you'll have your grades, you'll know what your grades are, and it'll go right through. Other stuff for your weekly modules. So let's go to week 2. Excuse me. You'll have your quizzes, which will open that day. You have to be there in order to take them. Otherwise, it's a 0. Your lowest grade is dropped, but if you miss 2, one of them will stay. Your activities, when we do an activity, it'll be in here. It'll pop up. There's also going to be an area where you're going to post your activity for your group. So for week 2, it was the acid-base chart and the acid-base case review. I'll post an area in here. It's actually going to be a discussion board. And then what you'll do for that is you'll actually post your group work right in here. So that'll give you a spot that you will be able to post yours and look at other people's. So it gives you 4 charts to study from instead of just yours. And it also gives you the opportunity to look and say, oh, what did I not think of? What did they have that I didn't? So these are going to be your discussion links, and it'll be in every single week that you'll go to and you'll post. You'll click in here, you'll go to create a thread, you'll name your thread, and you can either copy and paste your chart in here, or you can go to browse your computer, go to your files, and upload it. If you need help, we can help you during the first couple weeks. It's pretty easy to do. Then again, when you go in there, you'll be able to look at everybody's. Again, same thing. You'll go through every week. You'll have your quiz, your submission. Your classroom activity is usually going to be right below your activity where you would post it. So they're just different activities. We try to pull in some pharmacology, some pathophysiology to try to pull it all together for you guys. I hope it helps. The simulations link you will not see. That's for faculty. That's why it's not highlighted. But each week is going to be set up exactly the same way. So you're just going to go in. You're going to look at, you're going to take your quiz, which will open that day. You'll look at your overview. You'll have your activity. You'll post your activity, and then you have your area for your homework. Should be pretty straightforward. If you have any questions, by all means, reach out. You should always contact your faculty member for BEEPS, and which I'm in all of them. So, but myself or whoever else is in class, and let us know if you have any questions. Looking forward to working with you guys, as is everybody else in BEEPS.